16 years. That's how long the gaming industry let one of its biggest 90s fighting franchises just, gather dust.
Yeah, it's a really long time.
Right. Usually a reboot after that long is just a cheap, nostalgic cash grab. You press start, get a fleeting hit of the past, and just move on.
Exactly. But Killer Instinct didn't do that.
No, it completely rewrote the rules of resurrection. So, welcome to the deep dive. Today's mission is to unpack the legendary fighting game Killer Instinct.
We're looking at how a massive 90s arcade hit just vanished.
Yeah, why the industry left it behind, and how its modern reboot defied all the odds to survive. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's jump back to 1994, because that's when Killer Instinct hits the arcades and the SNES, and it is just an absolute smash hit.
Right.
But then, after the sequel drops in 1997, it just disappears. We get a massive 16-year gap before the 2013 reboot.
I mean, 16 years is a lifetime in gaming. It's exactly like a massive 90s pop band going on hiatus right as grunge hits.
That's a great way to put it.
Like, they didn't get worse, right? The industry's definition of good just fundamentally changed overnight.
Right, they were left frozen in time.
Exactly, without a studio who actually knew how to produce their new sound.
And while they were frozen, games like Tekken were writing the new rules of 3D combat. The fighting game genre pivoted hard away from 2D.
Which is KI's whole DNA.
Right. Microsoft ended up buying the original developer, Rare, but nobody really knew how to translate Killer Instinct's 2D style into that new 3D world, so it literally just sat dormant.
Well, until they finally thawed out in 2013 as an Xbox One launch title, and instead of just slapping better graphics on it, they totally rebuilt the mechanics.
Yeah, the developers did amazing work there.
That's the double life bar system. Instead of the action stopping and resetting when a round ends, the second bar just activates instantly.
Oh, it's so good.
If you knock me down, the fight just keeps flowing. It keeps the adrenaline high without breaking the momentum at all.
And they kept the famous combo breaker, the mechanic that actually lets you interrupt your opponent's attack midstream. But they also revolutionized the solo experience.
Right, the arcade mode stuff.
Yeah, if you've played standard arcade modes, it's usually just random fights leading to a cutscene. But the reboot introduced Shadow Lords.
Oh, right.
It's a single-player mode where you manage a global war room, pick skirmishes on a map, and earn gear. It's like the strategic planning you'd see in a game like XCOM.
Wait, I have to stop you there. Because Shadow Lords sounds great on paper, but didn't they kind of ruin it by slapping a free-to-play microtransaction store onto it?
Right.
Like paying real money to buy those Guardians or consumables for perks? That feels like a cheap cash grab in what should just be a premium mode.
No, it's a totally fair critique. A lot of players felt pretty grossed out by the option to pay real money for a chance at better abilities.
Yeah, it was a weird choice.
But what's fascinating here is how the reboot didn't just innovate in gameplay. The audio design was a complete, mature reinvention. Composer Mick Gordon fundamentally modernized the game's culture.
Oh, man. The music is unbelievable. He went to a PAX gaming convention, set up microphones, and actually recorded the live crowd chanting.
Yeah, just to build the game's main theme around their energy.
That is insane.
He really went all out. And he specifically tackled those outdated 90s tropes, too.
Oh, right, like with the character Orchid.
Exactly. Her original 90s theme had lyrics that heavily objectified her. Gordon intentionally updated those lyrics to reflect modern empowerment.
Changing the vibe to essentially, touch me and I'll break your face.
Yes. It was crucial because it showed they were treating the IP with modern respect, not just leaning on cheap nostalgia.
And that respect clearly paid off because the game is over a decade old now and the community just refuses to let it die.
Absolutely. That community dedication didn't just keep the game relevant, it actually caught the attention of Xbox's leadership.
Which is rare. Usually old games just lose their servers.
Right. Instead of shutting down those aging legacy servers, which is the standard death knell, they released a 10th anniversary edition.
Wow.
They completely migrated the backend to new PlayFab servers, meaning matches actually feel seamless on modern networks. Plus, they rebalanced the fighters and upgraded the graphics to 4K.
So Microsoft is actively spending money on a 10-year-old game. What does Xbox leadership actually say about what's next?
Well, Xbox lead Phil Spencer has openly stated that doing something new with Killer Instinct is still in our hearts and in our minds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're simply waiting to find the right studio to take it on.
So if you're wondering why you should care about a revived 90s arcade fighter, it's because Killer Instinct is a masterclass in survival.
Truly. It proves that honoring nostalgia while aggressively modernizing your mechanics and culture can literally save a dead IP.
Right. A great foundation, if it's treated with respect, can outlive the industry trends that originally buried it.
Ex-
I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder. The 2013 reboot wasn't just old characters, it featured massive guests like Halo's Arbiter and Gears of War's General Ram.
Yeah, huge additions.
Now, with Phil Spencer openly joking about crossovers with Mortal Kombat creator Ed Boon and ongoing rumors of Microsoft eyeing NetherRealm Studios.
Oh, wow.
Right. Could the future of Killer Instinct actually be a massive, industry-shaking crossover event? Maybe that frozen 90s pop band is about to headline the biggest supergroup tour of the decade.